What's going on, Gifted Hands family? It is Elijah here bringing you another lesson, and we're going to jump right into it today. All right. So I'm just going to play three different songs, kind of three different chord progressions, and I just want you to see if you can hear a similarity between all of three of these chord progressions. Okay. So the first song is going to be in the key of B flat. It's going to be a Marvin Sapp song called "The Best in Me." It goes like this. That's the first song in the key of B flat, and then we're going to play the second song. So the second song, also Marvin Sapp, but this one's in C major. It's called "Never Would Have Made It." Okay. So. One more time. So that's kind of short version of the song. That's the second song, and then the third one is going to be in the key E flat. It's going to be kind of old school church fan. All right, so it goes like this. So that's the third song, and that is, like I said, just an old school church fan. We're in the key E flat. So all three of these songs that I just played have something in common, even though they're they're kind of stylistically different. All three of them have something in common that you'll hear all throughout gospel music, and that's what I want to talk about today. And that is going to be the cycle of fourths, the cycle of fifths, right? So I think any gospel musician, and really any musician in general, if you're playing pop music, if you're playing jazz, you definitely need to know this. But a lot of musicians need to learn the cycle of fourths, cycle of fifths, just because it is so transferable through different genres, through different styles, and you can use it in such a variety of different ways. It's a must learn. I teach it all the time in my academy. I just released a masterclass called the Gospel Keys Masterclass, where I discuss this in depth. And so I just wanted to touch on it a little bit here today. All right. So what is the cycle of fifths? The cycle of fifths is just a chord progression or a cycle of chords that you can find in any key. So in this lesson, I'm specifically going to be talking about it related to a specific key or to any key signature, really. And so the cycle of fourths, cycle of fifths, is going to be this progression right here. It's just basically your 2 chord, then your 5 chord, then your 1 chord, then your 4 chord, then your 7, to the 3, to the 6. All right. To the 6. All right. So 2, 5, 1, 4, 7, 3, 6, and then you can loop it back over. 6, 2, 5, 1, 4, 7, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1, 4, 7, 3, 6. It's 1,000 different ways to play it, but that is the cycle of fifths. 2, 5, 1, 4, 7, 3, 6. All right. And so why is this so important? Why does it matter? Who cares? The reason why I think everybody should learn this, especially gospel musicians, jazz musicians, is because the 3 song examples that I played all use some form of this cyclical progression, like the cycle of fourths. So like in, what was the first song? Best of Me. That was in B flat, right? So he saw the best in me when everyone else around could only see the worst in me. So here it is right here. 6, 2, 5, 1, 4. That progression right there, that's a extremely long passing progression. 6, 2, 5, 1, 4. All of those chords are from the cycle of fourths, cycle of fifths. So this is why you need to learn. And all that means, so let me break down what exactly cycle of fourths means. All it means is like, if I start on any note in my chord or in my key, so let's say I'm gonna start on 6. all that means is I can just keep going up in fourths, and it creates this progression that moves in a cycle. So 6, what's a fourth up? If I'm in the key of B flat, right? B flat's my key. If I start on the 6 and I go up a fourth from G, what's a fourth up? 1, 2, 3, 4. C. So 6. If I go a fourth up, that gives me the 2, right? Then what's a fourth up from C? 1, 2, 3, 4. F. So 6, 2, 5. F is a 5 at B flat. And then if I go a fourth up from F, that gives me B flat, which is the 1. Then I go up a fourth up from B flat, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 4 chord. So I can move by fourths, and it gives me that progression: 6, 2, 5, 1, 4, 7, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1, 4, 7, 3, 6. And it just goes around and around and around and around forever and ever. All right. And so yeah, it's in that. It's used as a passing progression. Let's look at Never Would Have Made It. How is it used in that song? So now we're in key of C major, but the cycle is still the same: 2, 5, 1, 4, 7, 3, 6. And so the thing is, with this progression, you don't have to play the whole thing. You don't have to play 2, 5, 1, 4, 7, 3, 6. I don't have to play that whole cycle. But in gospel, a lot of times what we do is we'll take a small section like 6, 2, 5, 1, 4. We'll take that, or just a small section of, or not even a small section, but a section of this cycle of fifths, cycle of fourths, and we'll apply it to a song to create these passing progressions, right? So I Never Would Have Made It. Never would have made it. Never could have made it. All right, so right there, we have 7. So the song starts off on the 1, right? We have 7, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1, 4. That's pretty much like that whole song just goes round and round and round. And so 7, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1, 4. That whole progression, cycle of fourths, cycle of fifths. Same thing right there, right? And so there's just another instance of this progression popping up its ugly head in songs in our playing, right? And then let's check out the third progression. All right, so that's like, I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord. I'm a soldier in the army, right? So with that song, or even like, that's not that song specifically, but you can use like 1,000 songs with that chord progression, right? So with that chord progression, we use the cycle of fourths, cycle of fifths. So where is it at in this progression? Start on the 1. I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord. I'm a soldier. 6, 2, 5, 1. That's a part of the cycle of fifths. 6, 2, 5, 1. 1. 6, 2, 5, 1, 4. There, right there. That's a part of the cycle of fifths. 6, 2, 5, 1, 4. All of that is a cycle of fifths, cycle of fourths. And then I repeat it again. 6, 2, 5, 1. So that, not the whole progression, but a large portion of what I'm playing for this song is taken from the cycle of fifths. So the point I'm trying to get at is, when you learn the cycle of fifths, and if you can learn it in all 12 keys, you can apply it to so many different things, right? So many different chord progressions, so many different styles of gospel. Even let's look at some preacher chords real quick. I'm not no coaching musician. I didn't grow up like that, so my preacher chords ain't even that great. But since I know the cycle of fifths, right, I can fake it. So all that right there, right? Let's say I'm backing somebody up. that can be, or that is the cycle of fifths, right? So if I wanted to just fake some preacher chords, I can play the 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. So right there, I was in the key of E flat. I kind of stayed in E flat, right? So here I'm starting on the 3. I can start on the 3 chord, which is G. And so the thing is that there's so many different ways that I can apply this cycle of fifths. Sometimes I'm going to play it diatonically to the key that I'm in. A lot of times I'm going to just switch up the chord qualities. I'm not going to follow the diatonic chords to whatever key I'm in, right? It depends on the context. But as long as I know 3, 6, 2, 5, 1, 4, 7, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1, 4, 7, 3, 6, right? As long as I know that progression, then I can kind of apply whatever chord quality I need to. So in the case of preacher chords, right, I'm gonna pretty much play all dominant chords, dominant alternates. So 3, 6, and I'm playing like rootless chord voicings too. 2, 5, 1. So that's just another application of the cycle of fourths, cycle of fifths. So like I said, there's 1,000 different ways that you can apply this. But my suggestion is to you, learn the cycle of fifths. If you want to learn exactly how to practice this in all 12 keys, if you want to learn it in all 12 keys, check out the Gospel Keys Masterclass, check out the Gifted Hands Academy. In both of those resources, I discuss specifically how you can learn this cycle of fifths, cycle of fourths in all 12 keys. I even walk you through it, and I play it in every single key. I play it in 2, 5, 1, 4, 7, 3, 6. Then I play it in D flat. 2, 5, 1, 4, 7, 3, 6. 2, 5, 1, 4, 7, 3, 6. Right? So we play it in every key. 2, 5, 1, 4, 7, 3, 6. 2, 5, 1, 4. Okay? So if you want to learn this in all 12 keys and figure out how you can apply it, learn how to apply it as passing progressions, learn how to figure out where in songs this fits, and figure out how you can hear it in songs, definitely want to check out our Gospel Keys Masterclass, check out the Gifted Hands Academy. Both of the links to more information on those products are in the description box. If you have any other questions, drop a comment below. I just kind of wanted to shed some light on this chord progression and how you can find it all throughout gospel music. And that was just in gospel. You can find this in jazz all over the place. We can find it in pop music. I'm sure we can find it in old school funk and soul. It's all over the place. All right. So that's it for today. If you want more lessons like this, please let me know in the comments. Like this video. If you have any suggestions on what you want to see in the future for future lessons, let me know. I'm always listening, always reading y'all comments to see what you want to see next. All right. But until next time, y'all, stay practicing, stay growing, keep getting better at your craft, and I will see you all very soon. Have a great day.